Hello children, good evening and welcome to English session. Day before yesterday there was some technical problem and as a result of which there was interruption, permanent interruption rather. So today we are going to start with present tense. The other day we started with tense and time. Tense and time do not have one-to-one correspondence. The implication is present tense need not refer to present time only. Present tense can refer to all the three times like past, present, future. The example I told you the other day, Richard sells books. My cat likes fish. Ice floats on water, etc. Richard sells books means Richard sold books yesterday. Richard sells books today. Richard is likely to sell books tomorrow. Therefore, it refers to all the three times. It is called all time inclusive. Okay, all time inclusive. And similarly, what are you doing? You are asking a question to one of your friends. He says, I am writing a novel or I am writing a story, he says. That doesn't mean that at the time of asking the question, he should be writing. What are you doing? I am writing a novel means he just started a novel and he has been writing the novel. Okay, maybe 1 month back he might have started, or it will take another 1 or 2 months to complete the novel. Still, we are using the tense present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, that is present progressive. What are you doing? I am writing a novel. Okay, what are you doing? I am watching TV. There, the time as well as the action go together. What are you doing? I'm watching TV. What are you doing? I'm eating. What are you doing? I'm just leaving, etc. Therefore, whenever you come across a sentence and particularly a tense, the tense, what time does it refer to? That is very important. That is called time meaning of the tense. Time meaning of the tense. That's very important. Simple present tense. Now, I told you the other day, nobody is going to teach you this present tense, past tense, future tense, etc. hereafter. Okay, this is the last time perhaps. Now, unless you have interest, you won't have opportunity to learn tenses. This grammar, these items. So, most of the items that I am going to tell you may be familiar to you, but systematically I am telling you, I am discussing all the tenses. Please listen to and learn. Present tense uses. Present tense is used to refer to universal truths, facts, customs, habitual actions, routine actions, permanent state, exclamatory sentences, if clauses, when clauses, imperative sentences to indicate planned future action or series of actions, running commentary, quotations, etc. Examples, the sun rises in the east. Verb, rises, it is in simple present tense. It refers to universal fact, universal truth. Ice floats on water. Tense, present tense. Verb, floats, all time. Kamal works in a factory. Works, verb, present tense, all time. My cat likes fish. Again, the same thing. John lives in Australia. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, it's habitual. Slow and steady win the race. Or when you see him, please inform me. That is, if you see him, please inform me. Okay. So in this if clause, what is the if clause? If you see him, that is the conditional clause. So in with if we use this simple present tense, and some at the same time time clause, time adverbial. Okay, when you see him. Okay, when you see him, when is followed by simple present tense. When you see him, please inform me. And then imperatives. Come here, take your seat. How beautiful it looks! Exclamatory sentence. How beautiful it looks! How awfully it looks, etc. Raju takes the ball. This is running commentary. Okay, this is time and tense go together. Same thing. At the time of speaking, the time of action, both are same. Raju takes the ball, passes the ball to Gopi, and he scores the goal. Okay, and similarly, We reach Chennai by 10 a.m., take rest for some time, refresh ourselves and start city round, etc. This is a statement by the person who organizes a tour. Okay, this tour is going to take place next month or next week, but now he is using simple present tense: reach, take, refresh, start. Four verbs are all in simple present tense. Here the time meaning is future. Okay, and uh, the sentence means, actually tense means, this has got three basic forms, very common basic forms. You should be able to use whether it is present tense or past tense, future tense, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, whatever it is. All the three basic forms, you should know. That is affirmative, negative, interrogative. Okay, these are the three critical situations. Affirmative, again you have got first person, second person, third person. If it is first person, you have got singular I, plural we. Okay, if it is I like vegetables, or we like vegetables. Second person, you sing well, whether it is singular or plural, it is you sing well. And then if it is third person, he, she, it plays well. See that s is added to simple present form. Plays well, he plays well, she sings well, it dances well, the monkey jumps. Okay, the crow flies, the plane flies, he comes down, he listens to me, etc. This is he, she, it plays well. And then negative, first person, you simply add not. You split like, do plus like, and you insert not in between do and like. I like vegetables, I do not like vegetables. We go to the market, we do not go to the market. You sing well, you do not sing well. He plays well, he does not play well. She plays well, she sings well, she does not sing well. When you just listen to, it may be easy for you. When you speak or when you write, you make mistakes. Therefore, you should be very conscious until these structures, these systems, grammatical systems get internalized in you. Okay, you just become conscious about it. First conscious and then unconscious use. Only by practice, anything will become unconscious learning. That is, he does not play well. And then if it is interrogative, it's a question. We are using for simple present tense, we use do. Do I make a mistake? Do we make a mistake? Do you want coffee? Does he like milk? Does she like milk? Does it like milk? This is interrogative. Okay, this is about present tense. So whether it is affirmative, negative, interrogative, what is the basic form, that you should know. And then present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, also known as progressive tense. Okay, progressive aspect. Progressive, perfective, two aspects are there in English. Progressive aspect is be form. Perfective aspect is have form. If it is have, has, had, it is perfective aspect. And if it is be form, it is progressive. Okay, progressive aspect. Action in progress. Now we'll just learn the uses of present continuous tense. That is, where do we use present continuous tense? That's the question. Action in progress. When an action or event is in progress, going on at the time of speaking. Okay, at the time of speaking, plus it is likely to continue in future, at least for some time. Okay, example, the boys are playing cricket. At the time of speaking, what are the boys doing? The boys are playing cricket. What is Paul doing right now? Paul is teaching in a school. And then second use of present continuous tense. The boys mean an action planned in future. An action planned in future. We are moving to Chennai next month. We are moving to Chennai next month. That is your plan. And then with adverbs, adverbs like always, constantly, always, constantly, these are all adverbs. With adverbs, we use this present continuous tense. That is, she is always watching TV. She is watching TV. She is always watching TV. Okay, and then why are you frequently finding fault with her? Why are you frequently another adverb? Why are you constantly finding fault with her? That is adverb. With these adverbs like always, frequently, we use present continuous tense. And then this is the clue. This is a clue actually. When you find always, when you find frequent, etc., you should really should know about this present continuous tense. And then present continuous tense normally is not used with verbs of perception such as see, smell, hear, taste, understand, hate, like. These are all verbs of perception. Okay, perception means just seeing. See, smell, hear, etc. Present continuous tense. For example, I am seeing, I am smelling, I am hearing. You can't say. When you use these verbs of perception in continuous form, it will have a different context. For example, um, I am smelling. Usually I smell the fish. I am smelling of fish means not will have different implication. Okay. I am understanding. We don't say I am understanding. I understand. Okay. Similarly, hate, like, etc. When you have a different context, when you use these verbs of perception in present continuous form, it will have different meaning. Hearing, for example, court case hearing. Okay, I am having a pain. Say, for example, I am having a pain. Have there actually I am experiencing a pain. Okay, I am experiencing a pain. Have has got a different meaning. I am having a pen. Nobody will say I have a pen. I am having a pain. I am having a pain. I am experiencing a pain, like that. And then present continuous tense, the same basic forms: affirmative, negative, interrogative. Here actually you may not have problem because the verb is already split form in the sense, how many verbs are there? Am writing is the verb phrase. How many verbs are there? How many words are there? Am and writing. So in between am and writing, we are going to insert not for negative. Okay, I am writing a letter. Answer to the question, what are you doing? What are you doing? We are playing. What are you doing? You are watching the best movie. He is eating. She is eating. It is eating. It can be replaced by the monkey, the cow, the crow, etc. And similarly, he is eating. He may be replaced by my father, my brother, my friend, the prime minister, the chief minister, etc. They are singing. The plural form, third person, they are singing. When it is he, she, it, the we form is eating. When it is they, it is are singing. So for you, we, they, it is are singing. For I, it is am writing. For he, she, it is eating. Please try to retain this. And only by way of using writing sentences, you can get it constant. And the negative, simply inserting not between am and sleeping. In this am and sleeping, am is called the helping verb. Sleeping is the main verb. Okay, am is the, progressive form. Am is the helping verb. Sleeping is the main verb. Or playing, or is the auxiliary. Playing is the main verb. I am not sleeping. You are not playing. You are not playing. He is not running. She is not running. It is not running. Okay, this is negative form. And coming to interrogative form, the auxiliary will start the sentence. Okay, I am walking fast. Am I walking fast? We are going. Are we going? You are cooking. Are you cooking? He is swimming. Is he swimming? She is swimming. Is she swimming? Etc. They are playing. Are they playing hockey now? But yes or no questions. These are all yes or no questions. Therefore, am, is, or auxiliary will begin the sentence for an interrogative. Okay. And then present perfect tense. Means have, has, had. That will be used as auxiliary. Have, has, had. Have and has present tense. Had common past tense for past form for have and has. If it is singular, it is has. If it is plural, it is have, with the exception of I and you. Okay, right. And this have, has, had can also be used as a main verb. Okay, just like he is a teacher, he is working as a teacher. He is a teacher, he is working as a teacher. What is the difference? The first sentence, is the main verb. He is a teacher. He is working as a teacher means is a helping verb. Okay, is the helping verb. He is working as a teacher. Similarly, have, has, had. I have gone. In this sentence, have is used as auxiliary. She has sung well. She has scored very good marks. Has is the helping verb. She has a pet. Arvind had a pet. Arvind had a pet. Had is the main verb there. Okay, and then so that difference you should know. That is present. Have, has, had can be used as main verb. Can also be used as helping verb. Here, helping verb. A past action. The uses of perfect tense. Where do we use present perfect tense? It's a past action or event with the present effect. What is it? Past action. The action is over. The event is done, but it has got some present implication, some effect. For example, Bharani has called the police. Has called present perfect. Okay. Has called is a present perfect. Has called the police. That means calling of the police is over. Okay. Calling is over. That action is over. Their arrival, their action, further action, everything is awaited. Okay. That is the continuity. Bharani has called the police. Have you got a pen? Have you got a pen? This is present perfect tense. It's an interrogative form. Have you got a pen? What is the meaning? Can I use it? Will you give me? Shall I give you one? If you don't have, shall I give you one? These are the implications. Here we use present perfect tense. Have you got a pen? And then an action that has been recently completed. Where else do we use present perfect tense? For an action that has been recently just now completed. Example, Mala has submitted the project. Mala has submitted the project. Just she has submitted the project. We have not yet vacated the house. Okay, we have not yet vacated the house. With adverbs like already, recently, yet, etc. For the tenses, tenses and adverbials go together. Lot of implication will be there. Adverbials can control the use of tenses. Adverbials will control the use of tenses. For example, here already, recently, the train has already left the station. She hasn't yet submitted the papers. Hasn't yet submitted. Has already left the station. Already and yet. These are adverbials. With adverbials, we use present perfect tense. Once again, affirmative, negative, interrogative forms for present perfect tense. That is, first person, I have written a letter. We have purchased a car. I and we. For I and we have only have. I have written, we have purchased a car. Second person, again, have done. You have done well. Whether it is one person or you are addressing more than one person, you are going to use only you. So for you, you have done well. So I, we, you, there is no change. Have done, etc. But when you come to third person, when it is he, she, it, singular third person, has is should be used. Has completed, has done, has gone, etc. But when you come to they, plural, third person, they have won the second place. They have done well. They have reached the goal. They have scored the goal. They have enjoyed the place very well, etc. And then when you come to negative, again, here The verb, present perfect tense verb is the split form. That is have written, has completed. So you have to add only, insert only not in between has and completed. Have is auxiliary, written is main verb. As is auxiliary, completed is main verb. That is negative. I have not slept well. We have not received the parcel. You have played satisfactorily. You have not played satisfactorily. He has not, he has returned. He has just returned. He has not yet returned. She has not yet returned. It has not yet returned, etc. And then when you come to interrogative, have I done well? Have we done well? Have you finished shopping? That is interrogative. Okay. And then if it is he, she, it, has will commence the sentence, will start the sentence. Has he eaten the banana? Has she eaten the banana? Has the monkey eaten the banana? So that's a question. That's interrogative, yes or no question. If it is they or plural third person, they have reached Chennai. Have they reached Chennai? That's a question, yes or no question. So this is affirmative, negative, interrogative for present perfect tense. This is present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. Here you will find three words. Three words. Okay, you will have three words in the verb group. First of all, use. Where do we use this present perfect continuous tense? Present perfect continuous tense means have, has, had will be there, and has. You will have only have and has in present perfect continuous tense. And because it is present, it is so. Continuous tense means ing form. Continuous means ing form. The present continuous or perfect past continuous, you will have main form ing. A past action still in progress. A past action still this morning. You should understand very well when the studying started. When did studying start? When is going to close? Is it actually going on at present or not? Three questions are very important. When refer to study, when start, is it continuing now? When will like that? She has been studying since 6 a.m. At 6, 8 o'clock, still studying. I'm not going to. Maybe after half an hour, after 15 minutes, she will continue. Suppose she has been studying since 6 a.m. this morning. So we have been living in this house since 2015. We have been living in this house since 2015. If we want to give meaning for that particular sentence, we have been living in this house since 2015. In 2015, we came to this house. Sentence number one. Number two, now this is 2020, but still we are living in this house. That is second. Third one, not tomorrow just we are going to leave the house. We are likely to live in this house for some more time. So three meanings are there. We have been living in this house since 2015. Okay. They have been roaming for the past 5 hours. For 5 hours, they have been roaming. See that preposition for the first 5 hours. For. And then beginning with the questions like for how long and since when. Okay. For how long and since when. These are the questions. For means period of time. Since means point of time. You just keep it in your mind. For means for hours, for 3 hours, for 3 days, for 3 months, for 5 years. That is since means since 7 o'clock, a point of time. Since yesterday, since last week. Okay, since like that, point of time. Point of time, period of time. For how long, since when, we are using this present perfect continuous tense. For example, How long have you been living here? For how long have you been living here? Since when has she been working in this office? Since when? Okay, since when has she been working in this office? And then just completed past action. The third use is just completed past action. I have been working on this project for 5 hours and I am tired now. That means 5 hours project is over. Yes, just worked the project for 5 years. He has worked 5 hours for 5 hours. That working on the project is over. Just now we completed. There also we use present perfect continuous. I have been working on this project for 5 hours and I am tired now. Don't be very conscious about the meanings and interpretations, all these things. Just by practice, you will learn better than reading, learning from definitions and lectures like this. Okay, don't stop with this definition. You keep these definitions in your mind, and when you take up a passage, you underline the verbs and try to make an analysis. Try to analyze why this tense is used here, why this tense is used here, why present perfect, why not simple past, why present continuous, why not past continuous. This kind of questioning will improve your grammatical knowledge relating to time and tense. Present perfect continuous, affirmative, negative, interrogative. I or we have been reading newspaper since 6 a.m. Here verb group is have been reading. Okay, have been reading. You have been working since yesterday. Have been working. He, she, it has been living here since 2000. Verb group, he has been living. It is has. Why? Because he, she, it is singular, therefore has. And been living, been working, been reading will not change irrespective of the subject and person, number of the person. Okay, for example, I first person, we first person, you second person, he, she, it first, third person. Okay, first person, second person, third person. Here actually we are using only been reading is constant. Been reading, been working, been living. But only the first one that you have, that one will change. Okay, if it is he has, if it is we have. The rest is same. That you understand. They have been roaming for the past 5 hours. We have not been sleeping. Negative. The monkey has been trying to enter the house. My sister has not been practicing music. Has been trying, has not been practicing. Negative. Have you been selling books from the beginning? That is a question. Using present perfect continuous. Have you been? Have you been? Have you been selling books from the beginning? Have they been jogging since last year? From last year they have been jogging. Okay. So last year they started. Still are they continuing? So this is the interrogative form of present perfect continuous tense. And then uses of simple past tense. Uses of simple past tense to indicate an action or events completed in the past. The easiest tense is past tense, simple past tense. And if you want to master English, you begin with simple past tense. You master simple past tense. That will be the beginning, because the easiest tense in the sense first person singular plural, second person you, third person singular plural, we use the same form. I went, you went, we went, he went, she went, it went, everybody went. Okay, but when you come to present tense, if it is I go. If it is she goes. Okay, so that distinction is there, but that distinction is not here, whether it is affirmative or negative or interrogative. Okay, if it is affirmative, I went. If it is negative, I did not go. If it is question, did I go? Okay, this went, did not go, did I go? This is the same thing for every person, first person, second person, third person. Where do we use simple past tense? One is to indicate an action or events completed in the past. Example, my father bought a new car. When? Not now, yesterday, day before yesterday, last week, last month, etc. Maybe anything. What? You got only one word as the past tense. My father bought. Bought from buy. Buy, bought, bought. Bought a new car. We sold the old bike. We sold the old bike. Sold. Simple past. He fell and broke his knee. Okay. Fell is one past form. Broke is another form. He fell and broke his knee. Okay. And then you came late to school. Again came. Here, buying, selling, falling, breaking, coming, knowing. Everything is over. That action is over. That took place or that happened in the past. Okay. I knew what he meant. I knew what he meant. I knew. Knew is the main verb. What he meant is subordinate clause. Therefore, in the subordinate clause also we use past tense there. Here the main verb, I knew. I knew what he meant. Okay. Suppose you want to change this, I knew what he meant in the negative form. You are supposed to change knew only. I did not know what he meant or what he means. Okay. Here actually you are not supposed to change this meant. Here I did not know what he meant. I knew, I did not know. That's the main verb. Where else we use simple past tense? A habitual action in the past. A habitual action in the past. For example, when I was in England, I drank tea with breakfast. So that was habitual action. When I was in England, I drank tea with breakfast. Here we can use one of the 13 modal auxiliaries also. I think you might remember that. For discontinued habit. Okay. For discontinued habit we use used to. Okay. Here you can replace drank by used to. When I was in England, I used to drink tea with breakfast. That is the meaning here. When I was in England, I drank tea with breakfast. In the indirect speech also, past tense is used. In the indirect speech, past tense is used. For example, Ram said, I want a mango. Ram said that he wanted a mango. Here in the transformation, Ram said that he wanted a mango. For want, we use simple past. He wanted a mango. And similarly, he said, comma, in order commas, my sister plays tennis well. Okay. Here, when you want to change this direct speech to indirect speech, in the indirect speech, that is in the reported speech, that is after that, you use simple past tense. He said that his sister played tennis well. There also, in the indirect form, we use simple past tense. This is very important use of simple past tense. Okay. Again, past tense, affirmative, negative, interrogative. It is easy. I told you actually. It's very easy because for first person, second person, third person, whether singular or plural, the same verb form. I, we, you, he, she, it, they went, danced, played. Coming to negative, you are going to split. This you have to be very careful. When you split goes, you get does plus go. Dances, does plus dance. Buys, does plus buy. Brings, does plus bring. But when played, went, danced, did auxiliary will come away. Okay. I went, I did not go. You danced, you did not dance. I did not like. You did not sing. He, she, it did not play. It is not did not played. Be careful. Consciously or unconsciously, don't use that. Did not sing. It is not did not sang. Did not like. Okay? You stop with the like. Did not sing, did not cry, did not bring, did not buy, did not throw. Okay? Like that. Interrogative, when you come to interrogative, did I make a mistake? Did we make a mistake? Did make? Did call? Did like? Did you call me? Did he like milk? Did she like milk? Did it like milk? Etc. This is interrogative. Simple present tense and simple past, you do as many sentences as possible until you get experience. That is splitting. Liked, did plus like. Brought, did plus bring. Brings, does plus bring. Sings, does plus sing. You use simple present tense and simple past tense, affirmative, negative, interrogative. That will be a practice for you. Okay. And then past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. Just like present continuous tense, you have got past continuous tense. The difference between present continuous tense and past continuous tense is the auxiliary. For present continuous tense, you will use am, is, are. For past continuous, you will use was and were. Okay, just compare and then you will know better. For present continuous tense, what auxiliary you will use? The be form. Am for I, is for he, she, it, and are for you and we and they. When you come to past continuous tense, you will use was and were. Okay. Now, uses to express a state or an action in progress in the past. To express a state or an action in progress in the past. Example: we were decorating the house for the birthday party. We were decorating. We were decorating. That is split verb. That is where decorating. Where is auxiliary. Decorating is the main verb. I was trying to hear what the man was saying. I was trying to hear what the man was saying. Was trying. And again, what the man was saying. That's continuous. Continuous. Was trying past continuous. The main class and I was and past simple. Okay. When you want to contrast, bring out a difference between past progressive and past simple, we use past continuous tense. Okay. We'll continue, and you have got lot of exercise in the textbook. Okay. On page number 75, 74, 75, 76 and all. You have got explanation, tables and exercises. Okay. I have dealt with all these things, and it's a kind of guidance you can take from the textbook also, in addition to these slides. We'll just continue the next session now.